I'm getting ready for a long motorcycle trip next week, and one of the things that I wanted to add was some ability to have GPS on my bike. Join me for this week's video as I walk through the installation of a wireless CarPlay device for my motorcycle. Now there's a couple different options you can use. You can buy a dedicated motorcycle GPS from folks like Garmin or TomTom. They're very good, they're waterproof and outdoor oriented, but they can be quite expensive. The other option, of course, is to use your phone. There's great GPS devices available on our phones now, but you have to make sure you get a special mount to avoid vibrations because the high-tech cameras now in our phones can sometimes be damaged if there's too much vibration to the phone. So putting it out on a mount on your handlebars can sometimes lead to damage. So the compromise that I found was this device. It is a waterproof navigator. What it does is basically allow you to use CarPlay or Android Auto to connect. So it becomes the external display. Your phone stays safe in your pocket to avoid vibrations or weather, and you get a screen with an up-to-date GPS. So let me show you the steps that I'm going to do to install it. So what I ordered was from Amazon. It's the ZHNN wireless CarPlay device. And basically it says it is waterproof certified. And what it does is connect to your handlebars and allow you to use your Apple iPhone or Android phone and connect using Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. So in the box, it's pretty simple. It comes with a couple different mounts for the device, and here's the actual device. It has a kind of shield here to sunscreen, and the device itself just clicks in. It screws into the back, and so you can take it out of the sun shield. So there's the actual display. It is a 5-inch display. It mounts in this shield, and that also gives you the charging points or the pins that connect to the charging. And then there's a couple different options. It comes with what's common in motorcycles is called a RAM mount. RAM does a great job of making mounts and adapters for several things. I actually have a RAM mount base on my handlebars already that I use for my camera. So I think the first step I'm going to do is try to see if that mount can serve to solve this, this fitting for the new GPS display device. RAM mounts are a ball-mounted solution for motorcycles that allow you to have a lot of different adapters. So in this case, you can see you use a ball-faced attachment at the base, and then the different adapters similarly have that. This is a mount that I used to use for my phone, or I use it for my GPS. I also have camera adapters that work this way. So the device from ZHNN, the wireless CarPlay adapter, comes with a similar setup with a RAM mount. The RAM mount kit comes with a couple different U brackets. Choose the one that's the right size for your motorcycle handlebar diameters, and then there is just a rubber protection device to put around that one. In this case, it's the larger one to fit my handlebars. These are some spacers if needed once you mount it in the handlebars, and then the screws are just right here. So I've located the place on the handlebar where I want to install the mount, and I've got the washers on. We'll just put these two nuts on and tighten that down. I've deliberately put the ball here so that I can mount the device so that it won't bang against any of my dashboard. I have a frame-mounted fairing, and so when my handlebars turn, the fairing doesn't. And I want to be careful not to install the device in a way that it would impede when I turn the handlebars. The mount kit does come with a couple little rubber toppers just to kind of prevent any water damage to those screws. And just make sure you've got that mount good and secure. I think that's going to work great. And it's out of the way of any of the wires or cables that I need. And it's on the right side for where we're going to connect the power adapter. The CarPlay adapter device comes with two different options for connecting to power. One is to wire it directly to your motorcycle's battery using this. But since I've installed already a 12-volt accessory option on the bike, I can just use this simple device to connect USB. And so the device does come with just a very simple USB connection. And so I think that's the option I'm going to use for power. Now that we've got the mount installed, it's just a matter of adjusting. It's very flexible. You can adjust where the screen is pointing. And I think I've got it right here is about where I like it the best. And we can make sure that there's no obstruction when I turn full radius either way. There's no obstruction there. And it also doesn't impair my view of the rest of my gauges. So I think right here is where I'm going to like that. So now we've got our accessory plugged in. There's the device, and we've just connected it here. I've just very loosely right now secured the cord with a twist tie. Again, we'll fit that to make sure it works with plenty of movement for the steering wheel. So if we turn the power on, the CarPlay device boots up. I have synced it with my phone for Apple CarPlay. So the nice part about this is when the motorcycle turns on and has power, this device will boot up. This is the main menu for the device itself. It allows you to go into settings. Oh, and it automatically went to CarPlay since I've already synced it up. But then you can just touch maps. You can see it's very quick. And you've got now all the advantages of Apple CarPlay. We could go to Google Maps if that's your preference. And you can see here easily now I've got navigation on the motorcycle. Well, I hope this information was helpful. If you are looking to add navigation to your motorcycle, this could be a good option for you. I'm not affiliated with or sponsored with this particular product or vendor. I just wanted to share my experience and the options I considered. So you can get a dedicated GPS that's specific for the motorcycle. They tend to be kind of expensive. You can use your phone, but you'll need a special vibration-proof mount to avoid damaging the camera on your phone and to protect it from the elements. Or you can go with this option, a waterproof device that allows you to use CarPlay. Your phone stays in your pocket, and you've got navigation on your bike.